So the vote that Lord Blair was telling you about, guys, if you're watching this on Twitch, all you need to do is scroll down, and there should be a link to my there should be a link to my Facebook page there, as well as my Instagram, and various other places you can find me, like YouTube, where I interview some amazing cosplayers, just like this amazing co-host I have. His interview is there, and his other half's interview is just there, the wonderful Tegan.
Yes.
She had some amazing things to say about cosplay and how she does certain cosplays, as did Blair. He had some amazing points of discussion for cosplay. And these guys do regularly come back sometimes when I do a cosplay podcast for Christmas. Which, by the way, this year, guys, I think we might have some really interesting people showing up for that. There's been a few people that I've spoken to recently that want to do more content with Jai. Well, with me, on my channel.
Jai. No, me.
With me.
I am Jai. So many languages.
Poor Supergirl. I have to admit, when she got revealed, I was kind of excited for this game. But I didn't like her hairstyle. I was like, that's too Power Girl for me. And then Power Girl is a Premier skin, and I was like, okay. I preferred Supergirl having long hair, because whenever she's depicted in the comic books, her hair, like, has its own wind.
Yeah.
And it kind of, like, flows very naturally. So I was like, I'd rather just have her with long hair and not short hair. It's Super Tentacle, you know what? I'm not going to finish that, and nobody else should.
Yep.
Because I don't want YouTube screaming at me.
Here comes Brainiac.
I don't know about you, but I never feel comfortable playing as Brainiac.
Neither do I.
I never feel comfortable playing as him. And it's simply because, like, whenever he's defeated, his tentacles at the back go like crazy.
Yeah.
I don't even feel comfortable
All I
fighting
look
him.
at my tentacles. I'm just like,
I'd rather not.
I've seen enough hentai to know where this is going. Oh, here it comes. They're about to kill Batman. Oh,
So,
spoilers.
interesting point. Yeah. For those of you who have played the most recent Mortal Kombat game in Scorpion, we know that you guys have you've probably played it. You can play as a Tarkatan Xenomorph. And this is a point I was making with somebody else who was playing this game recently, but they were like doing online matches, which unfortunately I can't do because I don't have PSN Plus. Because I'm one of those people who's poor. But it was Superman catching Batman. But my little point that I'm going to very quickly make, the person that I watched play the online matches was actually playing as Poison Ivy, and he called out the little plant thing. And I had to make the point that that little plant thing looks like a plantomorph. So it's kind of like a xenomorph plant hybrid, if you ask me. Because when you look at the little thing itself, it does look a bit like the runner alien from Aliens. Aliens? Aliens.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
But it reminds me of that, and it reminds me of a xenomorph in general. And we've got a fight between either Swamp Thing or
Well, the first fight is
Firestorm.
with Firestorm.
Right.
So I'd say Batman against Firestorm.
We'll go with that.
And then the next one will
B-Man.
be Superman versus Swamp Thing. A battering against quantum vortex. Alright, so talking weird
It's
like
no ordinary battering.
control rod. I have batarangs for every occasion. Bruce Wayne.
Oh
I
dear.
love trapping them in those wee balls.
Them balls. Them balls and balls. Ooh.
You have big balls. I like big balls.
Oh, he's got my first level of health away.
I've got his away. Now he's getting it. Now you'll get it. You'll get it, boy. Oh, boom, bitch. Boom. You want some of this? Huh? You want a piece? Do.
That's his first level of health away as well now. For me. But he's got his super move as well, so I gotta be careful.
Uh-oh. Oh, he got me with a super move, but don't worry, I still got my armor. Overkill. Overkill much, mate. Ain't no kill like overkill. That's him dead.
Almost.
Goodness. Pause, will you? Just pause.
Got him! With a super move.
Yeah.
And I had an inch of health left. Suck it, Firestorm!
Kick it. And here comes Brainiac. Not Brainiac, Swamp Thing. And
Swampy! Awesome shot. Awesome shot at the two of them there.
Whoa! Big old Swampy.
You have a plan? It's a work in progress. But I might be able to restore them.
Yeah. Once dear, difficult. Difficult.
Brainiac adapting. Quantity or difficulty? Difficult.
Quantity or difficulty? Difficulty.
Oh. I love this moment because you get, you know, tasters of the real Superman, you know? The Superman that was lost. And it just makes you all like Superman.
Why, Superman? Why? Oh,
my God, why did you fall into darkness?
Take this, Swamp. Oh, damn it, Swamp Thing just. Take this, boy.
oh, he's definitely kicking my ass.
Oh, wow. You know, it's not the first time. Oh shit, you got me with a super move.
Well, he's gotten all of my armor, but
Oh, it broke my back. Oh no. He smashed my skull. Now I'm gonna have to smash his skull. Make it nice and fair. It's even. Movie reference in the super move.
ooh,
Grab
bitch!
face.
Give me your face, bitch!
Boo boo ba doo. And that's him dead.
Working on it.
We need this real guardian.
Superman. Super old.
And he's down. The green needs its real guardian.
Lay them next to each other. Zap them with your zappy thing.
It should disrupt their link with Brainiac. Firestorm's brain patterns are changing. Read what's happening to Swamp Thing.
Well, why would you be able to read what's happening with Swamp Thing? He's a mystical creature. And the last time I checked, Kryptonians and magic don't mix.
Brainiac ship. Firestorm will get you back on Terra Firma. Report to Hal. He'll need help fighting Brainiac.
Sounds like a job fast. Good luck. Alright then, fine.
Such a shame that he's no longer in Legends of Tomorrow. Because that character was so fantastic.
Spoilers, I'm super
Oh,
far behind.
sorry. Sorry.
Nah, it's alright. I've seen quite a lot of spoilers for all those TV shows, and I'm like really far behind, like a couple of, like almost like 2 seasons behind. It's horrible.
Well, Firestorm does kind of leave, but it's the way he leaves that kind of depressed me. I was like, no!
No, Firestorm. Why? Why would you leave?
Bruce Wayne of
Here it
Earth,
goes.
Kal-El of Krypton. Your battles echo across the universe.
What? Why are you such a thespian? You're such a drama queen, Fate.
Going with Batman on this.
I'm going with Batman, you know. Superman's vulnerable to magic attack. Oh, people. Somebody was asking. They're all like, is it must have been, it was probably in a discussion about the fucking stupid argument about Goku versus Superman, which I just hate. Because, one, it's impossible for Goku to beat Superman when they're both at their best. It's impossible for anybody to beat Superman when he's at his best. So, but, must have been in that when somebody was like, if Goku could learn magic, would you think he have more of a winning chance? And then I was like, no, he wouldn't have more of a winning chance, because Superman's vulnerability to magic is basically your vulnerability to a knife.
This is true.
You know, you could be cut by it, stabbed by it, but you could still win a fight against someone who had a knife with the right moves and stuff. So it's just, I hate that argument. I hate that people actually think that Goku could win. I don't know why people. Where did this argument even start? Come from?
No idea.
And that's fate there.
It's almost time for me. And he's down, bitch.
Yeah. Bitch.
I don't answer to your orders of Lorder.
Did you say Ords of Lorder?
Or Lords of Order. Lords of Order? I may have.
Ords of Lorder?
Ords of Lorder. Do you know the really freaky thing, like, is Superman crushes the helmet of fate? Which is something, personally, that he can't destroy. It will just reform itself.
Yeah.
But,
It wouldn't be destroyed, it would just be the physical thing.
manifestation.
Will be muted
Yeah, for the time being.
for the time being, but will definitely come back. Can't
Any-
destroy fate.
Any incarnation I've seen of Constantine, there has been a reference to Dr. Fate within within that little thing. There's a short mini-series happening online right now to do with Constantine. It's called The City of Demons.
Oh, yeah?
And there's a reference to Dr. Fate in that. He pulls out the Helmet of Fate at one point, or is seen holding the Helmet of Fate, or the Helmet of Fate is in the background.
Can't wait for the Constantine animated movie. That looks sick.
I can't wait for it either. I mean, I've seen clips for that, and I've seen...
And it's proper Constantine as well.
Yeah, it's the guy that played him in the TV series.
Yeah, but like they've also as well as that, they've brought Chaz into it. And instead of Chaz being some weird lumberjack guy, they've got him being back to his London taxi driver. It's what Chaz is.
I like the immortal guy in the TV series, the one that drove Constantine around.
I quite liked him as well, but because obviously
Was that Chaz or was that somebody else?
I've read. No, that was Chaz.
Oh,
but
okay.
Because I've read Hellblazer, you know, I was fine with him, but at the same time I was just like, it's not really Chaz, it's, you know, it's this guy. But a lot of people, some people didn't like the TV show. I actually really like it.
I think it's because they did something with Z, and a lot of people thought that she was going to be Raven, and when she didn't turn out to be Raven, it kind of disappointed a lot of people.
Well, my main irk about it is that they decided to just go all American with it. You know, classic. Let's just take him to America and he can be in America the whole time. You know, I don't usually have a problem with that, but I think you know, everything else is in America. Why don't you just keep it in England? You know, keep it in Britain.
The thing with Constantine is he doesn't just stay in one location for a lengthy period of time.
I know that, but which is why it's not too much of a problem. But it's just because, you know, America's got, it's where they decide to set absolutely everything, because it's made in America. You know? It's just annoying. It's just annoying. American, it's just annoying. And Brainiac kicked the crap out of me.
It's kicking the crap out of me, so I wouldn't worry about it.
It's when he uses the ship and smashes you up against the ceiling and stuff. The amount of health that takes off is absolutely ridiculous.
And he's got me with his super move. He finished me with his super move, the prick.
Oh, see, you got me hit with a claw from behind. Bloody ridiculous. Come here. Oh my goodness, come here.
Freaking hate it when Brainiac does that. He's such a dick. I hate facing Brainiac, and I hate facing him in his ship.
Yeah, it's actually the worst.
Everyone agrees on that. When fighting Brainiac, don't fight him in his ship.
Yeah, because he's got the advantage of smacking you about and taking so much health off with his stupid things that come out of the ground and the roof and from behind you.
Yep.
Right. He took off my first line of health, I took off his. Both at the same amount of health right now.
Wish I could say the same.
Oh,
Punchy!
damn it, come on.
Punchy!
You just clawed me again.
Grabby! Smash! Got his first line of health away and I've still got a little bit of mine. Oh! Fuck you, Brainiac.
I think I might have him.
I'll go for it.
Yep, I've got him. Got him with a super move.
Nope.
He
No.
is dead.
I've forgotten how much this game can make you sweat. No! Fuck. He got me again.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. Don't know what the hell he was trying there, but I've eliminated his first level of health. And I'm working on his second level of health.
Come on, you can get it. You can get it.
So, one of the things we haven't spoken about is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles being in this game, which was a shock to everybody because everyone thought, oh, it's going to be Rorschach, or it's going to be Constantine, or it's going to be this guy. Nobody saw this. Well, we can agree to disagree on that. And there's a reason why. Well, there's a reason why I don't think it was Spawn. And I'll get into that as soon as we finish this recording. But actually, no, I'll get into it now because it is a good topic of conversation. So, Spawn is a super violent character, right? That is not shy about killing people. Like, severely killing them.
Yeah.
And he uses extreme methods of violence. So he doesn't necessarily fit this type of game. Because we don't have major violence.
Counterpoint, in the last game,
Yeah.
Superman killed Billy.
Yeah, I know.
A 15-year-old boy.
Actually a lot younger than that, but still, I understand that's a counterpoint. But Spawn has done things that are much, much darker kind of thing. And therefore fits the Mortal Kombat universe much better.
Oh yeah, that would be great. But
So-
Spawn's had crossovers.
Mm-hmm.
Just as much as the others. But that's the thing, they shouldn't have had two Mortal Kombat characters.
Sure.
They should have had Spawn. They should have had Spawn.
But
They had
wouldn't it be
Hellboy
better?
in there.
Wouldn't it be better seeing Spawn in the next Mortal Kombat video game?
Well, yeah, no, that would be amazing. But
So there is every
possibility.
possibility.
I think there's a higher chance of him showing up in the next Soul Calibur game than there is of him showing up in the Mortal Kombat.
Well, I think we all know that Ed Boon likes to troll his people on Twitter and Twitch and all the rest. But I think that since he's heard us all saying about Spawn, he might put Spawn into the next Mortal Kombat video game as either DLC or as a character that's just there.
Yeah.
Most likely is
Hopefully.
DLC.
Yeah, hopefully there's DLC. Just love Spawn. Spawn was the first comic book I ever had.
Mine's was... I think it was Wonder Woman. Mine's was my
Actually,
first.
no, sorry. That's all right. First comic book I had was Spider-Man. But then it was Spawn.
Spawn is definitely a character I want to see get a fair chance in a fighting game. I'm not really fussy about which fighting game it is. But I was really happy to see the Turtles in this one, because I'm a massive Turtles fan.
The thing is, no, so am I. When it was revealed, I was obviously annoyed that I wasn't Spawn, but at the same time, it was the Ninja Turtles.
So the Ninja...
I couldn't be unhappy because it's
It was a
TMNT.
nice... Yeah, it was a nice way to cushion the blow, as it were. It was like, okay,
Yeah.
you're not getting Spawn, but you're getting these
Ninja
guys.
Turtles, you know, so it's, you know, I was happy with that. was happy with the alternative.
We will actually, guys, show off the Ninja Turtles because there's one little teeny tiny thing that I want to clear up about them, and it's how you change from Leonardo, who is your default turtle, to the other turtles, because some people are still a little unclear on how that is done. And a lot of people, actually, one of my friends on PSN got really pissed off at the fact that he thinks he's just got one Ninja Turtle. And I had to explain to him, no, you've got all four. You didn't waste your money. Because he was like, oh, I used all this money and I've only got one? What? I paid for all four. And I'm like, no, you got all four.
Have you beaten
I promise. No, he's just kind of beating, smishing at Kara. So here comes Batman. Damn it!
No Batman versus Brainiac.
Yep. Damn it! He's
Take
kicking
that.
my ass.
Oh no, he always does. Always takes me ages to get him. Come on, Brainiac.
Yep, he's got my first level of health right away.
He's not... Oh, damn it, come on. I've barely made a scratch to him and he's nearly got all of my first level of health off.
No, he took my first level of health off and I'm making dents in him now.
Yeah, I'm only starting to get some stuff off him.
So his fucking moves. I'm telling you. Yep, he got me. That jackass.
Got my first bit of health. I got his first bit of health. We're now at the same amount of health. Come on!
Oh, fuck you,
Beat him the first try. Beat him the first try. Come on, come on.
I want my second try. And he's already halved my health. Jerk that he is. Go.
Oh, come on!
Collect another planet, you jackass.
Go back to Kuru. Oh, come on! Come on, you go. Yes! Hit him with a super move, this should be the end of him. Up into the sky, reference for the bat. What's the bat wing? Come on. He's down!
And he's got my first... I've got his first level of health away in a good chunk of his second half. But he got my first level of health away. No! It's called a super move for a reason, bitch. Take as much of that health. Take as much of that health.
Yeah.
Got him!
Nice.
Bring it on, brainy bitch!